Okay, welcome to another edition of Matt's Well-Being Podcast. Today, I'm going to be discussing the leisure pursuit that I have already started. Um, I have the interest that I've kind of been thinking about doing was racket sports, and I found a club in Waterdown that actually each weekend they provide a space for you to play a new racket sport each week. So I've taken this up and I've gone a few weeks now, and it's been great. It is on Saturday mornings and it's kind of a drop in. So it's not extremely competitive, but you go, you participate in various racket sports, you get to meet a couple people. And yeah, it's right around the corner from my house. So it's been a lot of fun. I chose these are activities. So the ones I have played so far are pickleball, badminton, and squash. And I really had an interest in racket sports just because they do provide you with some cardio exercise, but they also are very fun. And when I think of a type of sport that, like I teach in phys ed, that I don't have a ton of experience playing, but they do also provide a social experience, is net and wall sports or racket sports. And I think that this was a great kind of experience for me for my well-being journey, just so I can continue to find a kind of meet people socially, and then also have a little bit of fun while I get to be physically active. So, a personal well being journey is something that is quite important to me. Throughout my time in my undergrad, I often would take time to ensure I gave myself a mental and physical break. But sometimes, with the tolls of working a job as well as having a lot of work, sometimes you don't get to do this. So, something that I have found lately is I haven't had a lot of that structured leisure time or some time for me to be active in my leisure. And although I do have a lot of time where I have some passive leisure, I feel like those aren't necessarily great for me, as I end up finding I get pretty lazy and then also don't want to really do anything else. So I've found having this plan on Saturday mornings to participate in my leisure activity has provided a little bit more schedule for me to have some active leisure in my life. And it also has helped me with not wasting away my Friday nights, if you catch my drift. And then, kind of further in connection with this, Najin and Vinovin, they discuss happiness in their 2013 article through leisure and the effect that participation in leisure has on your happiness. And I think as I continue with this journey, meeting new people, continue to stay active, I will also be able to facilitate some increased overall happiness. And yeah, so in terms of how this is going to benefit me, I think everyone would benefit from participating in some sort of active leisure. The positives of improving your physical health and your and social connectedness are no secret, and I think sometimes just getting started is the most difficult aspect. If you think about going to the gym, the hardest part is going that first time, kind of making sure that you feel comfortable. But as you keep going, you do begin to immerse yourself in that experience. And I feel like if you can just push yourself to get in there that first time, it makes the rest a lot easier for you. Each time it's just going to get easier. Mackenzie and Breimer 2020 discuss how adventurous sports benefit psychological well being as well as physical health. And I would argue from my studies in physical education and playing sports myself, that this would be the same for essentially every sport. So the key is get out there and do it. And I feel like getting out there the first couple times has really helped. I think to ensure that I continue on my journey, even after the class is over, is just to continue to prioritize leisure. Life comes at you quick, as we've discussed quite a bit in the class, and deviating away from leisure or physical health or your physical fitness can really make it difficult to get back into that routine. So I think even after this class is done, just continuing to involve myself with different clubs and also prioritizing leisure as well as my physical health. Based on what we have discussed in class, I think it is important to continue to approach my wellness journey with an open mind. Although I do want to meet people, have a positive social experience, get more physically healthy, I think I need to make sure I set realistic and level headed expectations, just so I'm not discouraged if I do not reach those expectations right away. So far, I've met a few people, as I've discussed a little bit. They are a little bit older, as I would imagine, from a racket club. But it's still been a great time, having a great positive experience, and I'm excited to continue to see how that evolves. Again, Najin and Vinovin 2013, they outlined that satisfaction with leisure is positively associated with happiness. And I have certainly been satisfied with being able to get out Saturday mornings, have fun playing sports that I don't have a ton of experience with. Further, based on Hartman et al. 2019, it is recommended to have 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week. And although this activity would not completely satisfy that suggestion or recommendation, it's nice to know that the leisure activity that I have chose is also facilitating positive physical and social health. Finally, overall, I think has been a great experience thus far, and I certainly appreciate how leisure activities like this are offered by the community centers and the social impact that it creates. Topol 2013, as per Jamera et al. 2007, outlined how social health is dependent on social connectedness, and this becomes more important as our population ages. Now, I'm not saying I'm super old, but I am new in this community, as I also feel like I'm kind of newly immersing myself back into the St. Catharines community, and it has been nice for me to have some aspects of social connectedness, improving my physical health, and I look forward to continuing this.